In transformation of sentences, we sometimes get questions like to remove to and replace it by so that, or vice versa. So here is one example. The news is too good to be true. So how can we remove this to as well as to? So this to can be replaced by so. Can you see the rest of the things are same? The news is, instead of this to, you're going to replace it by so. And then this to, to is replaced by that it cannot be true. One more important thing is the news is too good to be true is a positive sentence. So make sure when you remove to, and if you see the sentence is a positive sentence. What is a positive sentence? When that sentence doesn't contain no, not, none. Sentences containing no, not, none are called negative sentences. Alright, so this sentence is definitely a positive sentence. So if you want to remove to and convert it into so that form, in that case it would become negative. So when you are transforming one form of sentence into another form without changing the actual meaning, in that case you be sure that if the sentence is positive, it will get converted to negative, and if the sentence is negative, then it would get converted to positive. And always remember, this to is replaced by so, and this to will be replaced by that it cannot. Since it was a simple present, so it is that it cannot. But if it was a simple past, for example, she was too weak to stand. Okay, so this is a simple past. So what am I going to do? She was, instead of to, I'm going to write so weak. This to will be replaced by that she couldn't. That she couldn't. That she couldn't. This time I won't write cannot, so it also depends. Couldn't stand. So couldn't stand. So she was too weak to stand. She was so weak that she couldn't stand. So to is getting replaced by so, and to is getting replaced by that she couldn't. So the difference between the previous sentence and this sentence is that the previous one was simple present, this one is simple past. So depending upon what kind of tense is there, you need to use whether couldn't, cannot, all this. Okay, so these two were the examples of transformation of sentences where you had to convert a positive sentence to negative. Basically this to form form of sentence was like, this is obviously a simple sentence as well, so was getting converted to a phrasal sentence, like clause was there. So let's have a look at the form if the sentence is a negative sentence. He is too intelligent not to come first in the exam. So this to will definitely be replaced by so. And as I told you, if the sentence is positive, it gets converted to negative and vice versa. So here this is the negative sentence, not to come first in the exam. So he is so intelligent that he will come first in the exam. Now you cannot write he will not come first in the exam. In that case, the meaning would change. What does that mean? That he is very intelligent, that's why he's gonna come first in the exam. The meaning of these two sentences are what I just said right now. He is too intelligent not to come first in the exam means he is so intelligent that he will come first in the exam. This was negative. See, this got converted to positive. Understood? Yeah. Now the other form, if the sentence is a negative sentence. He is too intelligent not to come first in the exam. So this to will definitely be replaced by so. And as I told you, if the sentence is positive, it gets converted to negative and vice versa. So here this is the negative sentence, not to come first in the exam. So he is so intelligent that he will come first in the exam. Now you cannot write he will not come first in the exam. In that case, the meaning would change. What does that mean? That he is very intelligent, that's why he's gonna come first in the exam. The meaning of these two sentences are what I just said right now. He is too intelligent not to come first in the exam means he is so intelligent that he will come first in the exam. This was negative. See, this got converted to positive. Understood? Yeah. Now the other form, if the sentence is a negative sentence. He is too intelligent not to come first in the exam. So this to will definitely be replaced by so. And as I told you, if the sentence is positive, it gets converted to negative and vice versa. So here this is the negative sentence, not to come first in the exam. So he is so intelligent that he will come first in the exam. Now you cannot write he will not come first in the exam. In that case, the meaning would change. What does that mean? That he is very intelligent. That's why he's gonna come first in the exam. The meaning of these two sentences are what I just said right now. He is too intelligent not to come first in the exam means he is so intelligent that he will come first in the exam. This was negative. See, this got converted to positive. Understood? Yeah. Next question. He is too proud to beg. So again, I'm going to replace this to by so. He is so proud, and this is a positive sentence. Okay, he is too proud to beg. So this too will be replaced by that he won't or that he will not beg. So can you see that if it's positive, then this gets converted to negative, and a negative sentence gets converted to positive if you don't want to change the meaning. And also if you want to convert like so that to or from to so that, right? So he is too proud to beg will be replaced by he is so proud that he will not beg. What does this mean? This means that he is very proud and so he will not beg. The meaning of the sentence is he is very proud and he will not beg. So he is too proud to beg, or he is so proud that he will not beg. Next, he spoke too fast to be understood, or he spoke so fast that he couldn't be understood. So this too again will be replaced by so. He spoke too fast. I think this first part is very clear to you guys. He spoke so fast. Now too. This too will be replaced by that he couldn't be understood will remain the same. So what does this sentence mean? This sentence means that he spoke very fast and that's why no one could understand him or he couldn't be understood. The meaning of this sentence is he spoke very fast and he couldn't be understood. So he spoke so fast that he couldn't be understood. So that he couldn't be, instead of this, you can simply put to if you are using to. So this to will be replaced by so, and this to will be replaced by that he couldn't. If it was not to, as I have already said in my previous sentence, previous to previous sentence, that in that case, this would have become positive, right? For example, if I would have written, he spoke too politely, let me replace this, politely, not to be understood. Now this is a negative sentence. So he spoke so politely that this time he could be understood. He could be understood. Why? Because now this is a negative sentence. So what does this mean? He spoke very politely. That's why he could be understood. He spoke so politely that he could be understood very well, easily. If you want to add any adverb, you can add. So he spoke so politely that he could be understood. He spoke too politely not to be understood. These two mean the same. So here this is negative, not to, and it is getting converted to positive. See, could not, you won't be writing anymore. Okay. So let's have a look at few more examples. So my first question is, she is too weak to walk. So you can pause and try it out. So the answer for this one would be she is. This to will be getting replaced by so. This is a formula. Replace to by so. So she is so weak, and here it is a positive sentence. There is no, not, no, none. So we are going to replace this to by she is so weak that she cannot walk. Okay, which means that she is very weak, so she cannot walk. 2. This 2 means extreme point. Very. This 2 means extremely, very. So she is so weak. Okay, she is very weak. She is extremely weak. So she is too weak to walk. So she is extremely weak to walk. Okay. So next one is, it is never too late to start. Again, you can pause the video and try for yourself. It is never, we are going to replace to by so. So it is never, we are going to replace to by so late to start. So for whom, that is not being mentioned. So it is never so late that, always put that, one cannot start. Okay, so it means that it is never too late that one cannot start. So it is never that late that someone cannot start over again. The meaning of this sentence. So you can either write it as it is never too late, to is getting replaced by so, to that one cannot start. So the last one is Ujjwal is too cute not to be loved by all. Not to be loved. Not to be loved by all. So again, what are we going to do? You can pause it and try for yourself. Ujjwal is too cute not to be loved by all. So Ujjwal is so cute. Now this is negative. That we won't write cannot. Why we can't write cannot? Because this is a negative. So this time this won't be negative. Only can be loved by all. That's it. Okay. So now Anmol is too tall to sit here. You can pause the video and do it for yourself. Anmol is, this too will be replaced by so tall. Now this is a positive sentence. So that he cannot. Why cannot? Because here it is positive. Anmol is so tall that he cannot sit here. Next one. The lesson is too hard to be understood. I hope this lesson won't be hard anymore after my explanation. So you can subscribe my channel if you like my videos. Okay, so the lesson is so, replace to by so, hard. Again this is a positive sentence. So that the lesson is so hard that it cannot be understood. Okay, this time let's include to in the sentences. Okay, the box is so heavy that I cannot lift. So instead of this so, what are we going to write? To. The box is too heavy. Now that I cannot lift means it is too heavy for me. It may not be for anyone else, but for me. So the box is too heavy for me to lift. That's it. This too will be included. Okay. The box is too heavy for me to lift. Now the next question is, the tree is so high that I cannot climb. Again, the tree is too high for me because I cannot climb, right? The tree is too high for me to climb. Okay. So only 2 more questions and then I think all your doubts would be clear. They are so dishonest that they can take the bribe. So now this is a positive sentence. So we would have to convert it into negative sentence by including no, not. So they are so dishonest. So they are too dishonest. They are too dishonest that they can, it's not written cannot, so we would have to include not to take the bribe, which means that they are very dishonest and so they will definitely take the bribe. So they are so dishonest that they can take the bribe. So they are too dishonest, that which means that they are extremely dishonest not to take the bribe. Not to take the bribe means they are so dishonest that they would definitely take the bribe. So is replaced by to and that they can will become not to, because here if it would have been cannot over here, then we could have only replaced it by to. But since it's a positive one, that they can, that is why you will have to include not over here. Okay. Now the next question. He is too strong not to win the game. You can pause the video and try to do it yourself. He is so strong. To will be replaced by so. He is so strong. Again, it's a negative sentence, right? So he is so strong that since it was not to, we won't write he cannot. We will have to write he can win the game. Okay? Since it was not over here, so you would have to write what? He is so strong that he can win the game, which means that he is very strong, so he would win the game. So he is too strong not to win the game means he is extremely strong that no one can beat him. So this to is replaced by so that he can win, because it was not to here. Suppose again I'll repeat myself one more time. He is, let's change the meaning of the sentence. He is too weak to win the game. This time this is a positive sentence. So he is so weak that he cannot win the game this time, because now it's a positive sentence. So he is too weak to win the game. Now this time this to will be replaced by so. So he is so weak that he cannot win the game. Thank you very much and subscribe my channel for more updates.